gonna go any second now. Let's go to my channel. Let's go to my... Baby, I'm live right now. Literally live right now. Do 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 do. Let's see. Just setting up my page real quick. Can't wait to see how this looks on the new phone. View on watch page. I hope this thing has a full screen because I'm gonna flip out if it doesn't. Hello, Charity. It looks a little, I don't know. Let me see my settings. Hi, Brandy. Can you guys hear me? Yes, new phone has arrived. So I don't know how well you guys can see me. I think my lens is a little dirty, so let me just wipe that real quick. I've been fidgeting a lot, so you see white, it's just me cleaning the lens. I guess I paused it for a second without realizing we're trying to clean it. It does look blurry, doesn't it? Does that look better now? My lens was dirty. Dirty. Because I was playing with it all day today. It looks pretty good so far. Nice and clear. I mean, I can even see the clarity of the water. So that's a good sign. Yes, hear and see. You guys are probably going to see me fiddling with it because I went ahead and I wiped the lens down because, like I said, I was playing with it all day today. I tried virtual reality apps. I tried everything on it. Hi, Joyce. Hi, Michelle. No, I didn't. Hi, Claudia. I wasn't sure if I should. But it does look a lot clearer than I was on the other phone. So, I don't know. We're going to give this a try. But I think that I will be trying out the live stream. Because I do have the option to go live straight from the phone. I'm just so used to using the app that I went straight for it. I downloaded it. I linked it. I was like, yes. And then I hit YouTube and it says live stream here. I was like, mother. It does. And I only paid $35 for it. So that was like a super deal right there. But I do have some complaints. Not too many, but I do have some. The first thing is that I guess the specs that I was reading for the phone are for this phone, but I guess what they do is that when you have, you know, you have Virgin Mobile, you have Boost Mobile, you have Sprint, you have T-Mobile, and then you got AT&T, and you have Verizon. I think all of them carry this phone. So what happens is that they gave the crap to Boost Mobile, Sprint, and Virgin Mobile, and they gave the good stuff to T-Mobile, AT&T, and Verizon. Because... Hello, Danielle from Israel. How are you? So, what happened was that when I was reading the specs, I didn't realize that they was very different from each other, depending on the carrier. I bought the phone as a prepaid Sprint phone, and when I read the specs under the name of the phone, you know, the LG G Stylus, you know, I've read those specs, and those specs are not specific to the carrier, they're just specific to the phone. And I was doing a little bit more research because I was just anticipating receiving this phone so bad, that I come to realize, or I come to find out more or less, is that when you're on Sprint, Boost, or Virgin Mobile, the capacity of the phone is only 8 gigabytes, and between the ROM and the pre-installed apps and then the updates, you only end up with like 2 gigabytes left over. Okay, now that's an issue. Luckily, since I'm only gonna really be using this phone for live stream, it doesn't really affect me too bad, because again, I'm only gonna be using it for that, and it doesn't save to my phone, it saves straight to YouTube, so I don't have to worry about space there. But it only has 1 gigabyte of RAM in the phone. Meanwhile, the advertised phone itself has 2 gigabytes of RAM and 16 gigabytes of storage. Okay, that's the thing. Now the camera, I was so hyped because I'm like, oh my god, this is gonna be like 3D. It's gonna look like I'm popping out of the screen with a 13, you know, MP camera. Yeah, okay, I have an 8 MP camera. Okay, it's the same thing that I more or less had on my Samsung Galaxy. The only difference is the processor on this phone is better. So therefore, I do have, you know, like you guys can see, crispier images, and it's full screen. It's not like cut off like it was before. If you go live from your phone, you can see the comments on your phone, but I can't see the comments on my phone because my phone is above my head, Brandy. So I literally will have to stand up just to look at it. So what I do is that I have my laptop. You guys can see my hands here on the side. I have my laptop on the side. Let me just make sure. Yeah, I have my laptop here on the side, so I have my comments open there. And when that doesn't work, then I just open up my, you know, my extra phone, and I just place it in front of me and read you guys' comments from there. But overall, I mean, I'm very happy. I'm not gonna complain. I'm very happy with the phone overall. I mean, it literally came brand spanking new. You cannot beat the price. This phone generally goes for 100 and change to 200 and change. You know, when you buy it, you know, brand new out of the store, you know, with no discount or anything like that. So for me to pay $35 for it and pretty much have it in the great condition that I did, that I received it, I am like ecstatic right now. And as far as storage, I'm just gonna buy our larger SD card. I'm gonna try to get like a 32 GB, and then just get an application called Apps to SD, which pretty much means that you install your apps on your phone, but the majority of your app goes saved onto your SD card, therefore leaving your phone pretty much free, or as free as possible. And that's what I'm going to do moving forward if I do plan on using this phone for other things, like, you know, actually recording my regular day-to-day videos, so on and so forth. So yeah, so enough about that. So what we're going to do today, I had showed you guys sometime, I think it was last week, that I have received a package from Global Arts, which is a company that has, they do like all different kinds of watercolors and, you know, artist materials like sketching and things like that. And I thought it would be a good idea to, this is the package right here, to do some stamping. And I want to do like a whole, I want to do a whole scene. And I want to use some Prima dolls, and I want to watercolor it. I was actually doing a test run on their paper. This is actually one of their papers. As you can see, I was kind of doodling all over the place. But I just wanted to see like how it would look with the stamped image and just trying different things. So I think that this is what I want to do today, is try different stamps and create like a whole scene with her, and, you know, with different stamps. And I have my watercolor palette out. But let me talk to you guys a little bit about this paper real quick. So this is from Global Arts, and I know I kind of did a quick, hi Dana, hello Tanya. So how you guys liking the view? Looking crispy right now, right? My daughter's like, why you call it crispy? It's not crispy, it's HD. To me, crispy is HD. If you can see the edges of everything, then that's pretty much HD to me. So just to kind of show you, and I will review the other papers, you know, in different sessions. Today I'm only going to be reviewing their watercolor paper. Now, I personally am not well versed in watercolor. I am not the greatest watercolor artist. I'm barely scratching surfaces here. I like to watercolor, but my version of watercoloring is like just throw some paint here and there you go, voila. I like to create marble effects and swirls and stuff like that, but I thought it would be a good idea to try it out with stamped images to actually create like a whole scene, you know, mixing both things together. So yes, I'm doing good. Yes, we are. It's very crisp. Thanks, Claudia. So for the most part, this is the company here, and it's called Global Art Materials Inc. Okay, and like I said, they do have different materials and different things that they sell. They have this thing is called Tailor Shapes, and these are water soluble, like little blocks, which they did provide me with these two. So I will go ahead and test these out today with what I'm going to be doing, because these are water soluble. And I think I have, this looks like a white to me. It's supposed to be like a white. And then I have this red, so I'm going to leave those out because I will be trying those out. But these are water soluble, like little chalks. This says it's extremely soft and water soluble. The set allows you to create a wide range of colors with both opaque and translucent properties. And they have quite an array, but they also have things for drawing and sketching and things like that. And this is kind of like the whole line of what they have. So you can see all different kinds of drawing materials. So I had contacted them, I guess, some time ago, and this is what they sent me, and they have finally replied to me like a month and some change later. I honestly had even forgotten that I had contacted them, because again, I do that every now and then. Like, I'll just reach out to different companies and just send them links to my channel to see, you know, if there's something that they would like for me to try out, or if there's anything that is new, because as an artist, you're always looking to try out new things, especially, you know, you want to try it out before you buy. That's always awesome when you can do that. So with that being said, I try out different companies and just email them and then just send them my channel. And sometimes they'll respond, sometimes they won't. Luckily for me, Global Art did, and they sent me this awesome package of different papers, and then the tailored chalks as well. And these are the ones that I got. They're called Art Graph primary color tailored chalks, and like I said, I got the red and I got the white, so I will be opening that up soon. And they have an array of different colors, but mainly with these three colors you can pretty much make the entire spectrum of the rainbow, because they're all just mixed with each other, where the other, you know, to create different shades of that nature. So that's that. And this is the color, the paper that we're going to be trying out. It's called Fluid, and it's a hot press finish, and it's 140 pound, 300 GSM, high alpha cellulose, okay? And it says Handbook Paper Co., Global Art Materials Inc., and then it's got their information. And if you want to visit them, it's globalartmaterials.com, okay? So this is the paper we're going to be trying out. On another one, I will be trying out these papers. These are more for sketching and drawing. This is for drawing. This is 160 heavyweight, and this is also for like drawing and sketching and stuff like that. So I'll be doing those on another day. I just really wanted to try, you know, this paper today with the watercolor. Who else is here? Let's see. So in regards to this paper, this is the Fluid 100. Where did I put it? This is the Fluid 100, and it's a handbook paper. It says Handbook Paper Co. Is the newest member to their family of the artist papers, okay? And it's a watercolor paper, and it's a premium archival cotton watercolor paper. Unlike other cotton papers, Fluid 100 is made of our European mill masters who combine traditional papermaking techniques with modern technology. Okay, so I tried it already, and so far I liked how it is, which is why I was like, you know what, let's give this a go. But that's pretty much what it is, and this is just information. They sell them in rolls and sheets, individuals, you know, all different kinds, which you can find the rest of that information by visiting their website. So, let's have some fun. My birthday's coming up. It's coming up very, very soon. Okay, let me see. Are you guys still getting a clear picture? Let me bring my HD level down, because I don't know if it's because I'm on super HD or if it's the phone itself. So let me just take a look at this real quick before I commence. I am, right? It's digitizing, whatchamacallit. Carmen, you're digitalized. Not sure if it's the white. This phone is supposed to have, it is probably the fact that it's the white. So, let me put this here. Maybe this will help it focus a little bit more. I noticed this phone is supposed to have a laser, you guys. It's supposed to have laser focus, okay? So, I don't know. This is going to be the first time trying it out, but I think I'm going to end up with the same issue somehow, some way, no matter what I use, be it the app or be it live stream. So I think I might just have to readjust some things as far as colors are concerned, in order for me to not have to go through this craziness. So it's probably the fact that it's the plastic. So I'm just going to go ahead and just take some sheets out. I'm going to take out 2 sheets for now. Probably took out more than that. But I did notice, who's so fancy? Girl, I didn't even get the phone because of that. I was just thinking of that 13 MP camera. I was just like, oh my god, I'm like disappointed, but at the again I'm also grateful, because I could be right now using the other phone, and that was really, making me miserable. So I'm grateful. Overall, I'm very grateful. And thank you, Lord. Because what I did yesterday is like, I'm not going to risk my stuff being stolen. So I went to the post office after I got my tracking and everything. And I don't know if you guys are aware of this, in case, for future reference. But you can have your post office hold your packages at the post office. So what I did is, it says that it charges a fee, but actually when you process it, there's no fee. So I don't know if that's a deterrent. They use that to scare people off. But I did that yesterday, and I put it for them to hold it at the post office. So, crack early. So I don't want to say the other word. I went to the post office, got my coffee. I was like, yeah, I'm here for a pickup. And I got it. Me and my lasers. No, this laser's not working for me right now. What the heck? The digitizer's not digitizing. That's okay, Randy. I'm okay with that. So this is the chalk, you guys. This is pretty cool. And it does kind of rub on your fingers, but it's very dry. And it does feel like if you were to squeeze this or break this, put pressure on this, this will crack into a million pieces. But it's almost like a crayon. But it's like a crayon and a chalk mixed together. So this should be interesting. I don't know how I'm going to apply this, but we'll see what happens with that. And this is the white one. See, this one's broken. But they assured me that even if the pieces come cracked, that they will be in perfect working condition. So this definitely looks almost like a chalk. So it's like a compressed chalk crayon type of situation. So we're going to leave that there. And this is the Prima doll that I'm going to use today. At least this is what I'm going to start off with. And I have my water brushes. This is, I don't know if I'm going to use this or not. This is the Sakura water brush. And then I bought these at Family Dollar. They had a pack for $3 and some change, which I thought was expensive. I was like, this should be $1. And it came with this, and what else did it come with? It came with a huge brush that I have somewhere around here. One of those cheapy chapa brushes with the crazy bristle. Where is it? Oh, it's right here. And it came with this. This is getting on my nerves because at least before I was clear, now I'm digitized. This is not the Matrix, people. Why am I digitizing? I wonder if I could turn that digitizer off. Focus, 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 focus. This is really, really annoying. I hope that this is not how this is going to be. Because I was better off with my other phone. Ugh, so stressful. I had to go back for Wally World. You had to go pack for Wally World? I know once you go in there, you could go in there at 9 o'clock in the morning and come out at 9 o'clock at night, and it's like time doesn't move when you're in Wally World. It literally stands still. I have to figure that out. I don't know anything about this phone. You're in the Pixel movie. Stop it, Data. Stop it. I am in the Pixel movie. I don't want to have to... Oh, what am I going to do here? What's going on? How do I fix this? And you should see my screen on the phone. It looks like I'm in the IMAX theater, okay? It looks super clear. But yet it's not translating. Why is it not translating? It should be pixelated on the phone too. Why is it only pixelated over there? Well, hopefully once I start adding color to this paper. Ah, guys. Let me see. Let me move this out. Because I don't feel like you guys are getting the full gist of what I'm trying to do as far as what I'm going to be creating. It's good now. Okay, cool beans. Let's hope this thing lasts. So, like I was saying, I'm not the best at, watercoloring. So, I think what I'm going to do is, I'm not going to go ahead and over wet this paper, but this Memento ink is supposed to be like water soluble. I mean, not water soluble. It's supposed to be non-water soluble. So it should, let me ink this up without spreading ink everywhere. And I'm going to ink this baby girl up. And hopefully, I think a landscape view is probably better for this. And I have two of them. Let me get the second page out of it just in case I mess something up. It's like it digitizes and then it goes back to normal. I'm going to have to figure that out. I just hope that the whole video is not like that because that's going to suck. This is one of the things I really don't like about this. I should have probably done this in water soluble, actually in water soluble ink, but we're going to try this. It did pretty good. It did hold up pretty well on my test run sheet. So hopefully it'll hold up well on this one as well. But I think what I'm gonna do, because I want to be able to color some of these little spots, I'm just gonna clean off some of these little areas here with a Q-tip, get rid of some of that ink. It's gonna give me a little bit of shadow, but it's not gonna overwhelm it too much, so that I should be able to at least color that in a different color if I want to. So I'm just going to clean that up a little bit with the Q-tip. And I'm going to have to figure this out because this is annoying right now. I'm about to write to LG, be like, what did you do to me? I want my $35 back. But all the phones that I was looking at was so ridiculously expensive. And really what sold me was the 13 MP camera. I was so looking forward to that. Why am I doing it? I'll put this way. So I'm going to do it with the paper dry and then I'll just wet it as I need to or wherever I need to. And then I'll just create her backgrounds around her. So you see I was able to keep that the fact that the image is there, I can still see that it's there, so it'll give me an indication of where I need to color certain things in. But overall, it's pretty good. I'm not gonna fight with it too much, because I am gonna be adding a lot of water to this paper just to see how it buckles. Like this one, when I first did it, it was like you had these deep impressions of water everywhere. Like the paper was all wavy, and it's a little wavy, but as it's dried, it actually went back to its form for the most part. Like you can still feel certain indentations here and there, but it's not as bad as it was before. And I really like to use watercolor paper because it holds up really well to like mixed media, which is normally what I do. And I'm always trying to find like that good mixed media paper, because sketch paper is what I've been using, and really sketch paper is not the best for I got an LG G Stylo. Maybe just for the live, but when you rewatch it, it will be high def and crisp. I hope so, but this sucks because you guys can't, like, the whole point of this was for me to get this going. You know what I think? I'm gonna stop it, and I'm gonna reset it again. I'm gonna see if I can, cause it comes and it goes, like it started so well. I was like, nice, this is really cool. And now as it's going forward, let me start adding color to this. But if I see that it's acting up, then I'm going to call this a part 1, and then I'm going to come back for part 2, and hopefully I can figure out how to disable this stupid laser that I think is what's messing up the camera, because it's not focusing properly because of it. So yeah, it's an LG G Stylo, and it's supposed to be like really, really good. At least from what I read, said it was really, really good. I was super excited, but now watching it working, my excitement literally flew out the window. Ugh, this is bad. So I'm thinking about red skies, and I also did get some other stamps, so I'm gonna stamp some of these out. I wasn't sure what I was gonna be using what for, so I got my birds out. I got this one by Zillusions out. And then I got this autumn themed one. I thought maybe I can add a little pumpkin here or there, you know, just to create some kind of scene. And then I have my Sakura paint, my Sakura watercolor, which is here somewhere, which is right here. You guys have seen me pull this baby out before. So I got my Sakura watercolor out, and then I have my own little makeshift palette where I have my metallics and just some, you know, basic colors and stuff like that in there. So I got both of these out, and let's try to add some color to this paper so that hopefully it'll behave for me. So I'm gonna go ahead and start with this art graph. You know what, before I do that, I need to stamp out some more images on here, because I'm afraid that if I don't stamp them out now, later on it's just gonna be kind of hard. Do I have any bird that's kind of, no. So I guess the birds are not gonna go. I think I'm gonna go with these little bushels of things here, and this is gonna be like my little makeshift kind of grass, and maybe I can even paint in some flowers in there. I've never even used this stamp before. So hopefully it'll do what I need it to do and not give me too much of a complication. This is bad. I don't know. It's the Sprint, Brandy. It's the Sprint one. The Sprint one and the Virgin Mobile and the Boost Mobile all have the same number. I know this is really, really bad. Like this thing is not it's not focusing. I'm in the Pixel movie. Like, it looks terrible. Something to do with the laser. Like, I don't know what the heck is going on. It started off real crispy, like it started off beautiful. And then it's like once I started adding stuff to my desk, it was like it went straight to you know where. So I don't know what the heck. This is like a curse now. You see it, right? Yeah, it looks crazy. So let's see. And I didn't see anything about turning off this digitizer thingamajig. Like, yeah, I know it goes in and out, which is what sucks because at the end of the day, I'm going to end up with a half visible, half invisible kind of video. And I'm supposedly doing a review right now, which this is not going to be a good one. With me not being able to really show the stuff properly. Thanks, Brandy. There's gotta be something that I could turn off on this phone, but I did so much time playing with it, I really didn't even think that this was gonna be an issue. I didn't even think this was gonna be a problem today. So I didn't even worry about that. I'm thinking my camera was gonna be golden goose. And I was gonna be one happy chalupa. But no. Why do I ask for impossibilities? So let's see. Let me see if once I start adding color onto this paper, maybe it'll start doing something for me. So I'm gonna get some of this red chalk here. And I'm just gonna, I guess, scratch some into different areas. So it works kind of like a crayon. And then you can just kind of, I guess, dilute it with some water. So I'm just gonna go in and add some red in here and there. And hopefully it'll start picking itself up. Like, this is really upsetting. No, it turned out to be horrible, so I'll be getting a new phone soon. Hopefully. You like chalupas? Me too, I love them. You got the bad egg. Yes, I did. I did get the bad egg. Okay, wow, this is nice. This chalk is amazing. Like, it dissolves like butter. And it's so vibrant. A little too vibrant. I probably should have used less red. Oh, I like this. Well, at least I didn't pay $1,000 like the Samsung 8 that everybody's complaining about that has terrible focus. But I'm sure that the Samsung 8 probably still looks better than this doing a live stream. It's really, really bad. I'm so like upset right now. I really like the vibrancy of this chalk. Hopefully you guys will be able to see it. But it is very, very vibrant. This video went from crispy to donut. Do not buy. I saw so many YouTube videos. They gave it nothing but awesome reviews. Because I be doing research before I commit to something. I'm the type of person that I put something in my shopping cart and then go research like crazy before I even commence to buying. Okay. So I'm just kind of going into it with just regular water just to see how much more movement I can get out of that after I've already laid it out and dissolved it. The color's great, but this is crazy. I'm not happy. I was so happy. Especially this morning when I got it, I was like, yes. I was doing a little dance and everything. I'm not really happy right now. I'm just trying to see how much more color out of it I can get as it dries. I can, on some areas, I can still see that there's still, the scratches are left over from where I colored in the area where I did my little squiggly lines. I can still see those squiggly lines. Although it did dissolve and the color is very vibrant, as it dries, you can still see some of those squiggly lines. So maybe you might want to not necessarily use this chalk on your paper directly. You might want to kind of use it, on a little dish or something, a little palette first, and then apply your color as needed. But what I would say is that I think a little bit goes a really long way. Let me go in with some of this white and see what happens. So I don't want it that bright. Maybe this white will help me to kind of bring this down a smidge. I think it's just settings. I think it will be fine. It's your first. Gotta work out the kinks. It's fine until you move. It starts focusing clearer when you paint, but gets pixelated when you dip your brush. Oh. I have autofocus on. How do I turn that off? Can you find out for me how I turn that off? Brandy, please. And then I'll pause this thing and I'll fix it and I'll come back because I could resume the stream. But if I can take this autofocus off, then we'll get more bang for our buck over here. I don't want to have you guys sitting through this and this looks like this. I'm going to like freak out in a minute. Okay, so I don't really like how this looks with the white over it. Like, how do they, like, what is, this is so crazy. I have to laugh because, like, if you're making a video, are you supposed to stand there like a mime? So, like, if you're videoing a party, is everybody supposed to do like that? What was that whole thing that everybody was freezing? And they was doing the video with everybody freezing? Like, is that what the videos are supposed to be like? Everybody standing still? This is crazy as heck to me right now. I'm going to let this dry a bit and go into it with some other colors before I continue. And hopefully let this go. The mannequin challenge. Yeah, that's right. Like, is that how we're supposed to do this now, the mannequin? Throw the brush down and just, like, stop. Like, what the heck? Try to tap on the screen of the phone so you can focus. That, Jackie, that will definitely do it. All right, you guys. I'm going to pause this for a second. Let me try to go into the settings. Don't disappear on me. I'll be right back. I don't know how this is looking now. Buffering and temporary interruptions. I don't know what the... But Jesus... Broadcast video setting is 720. Okay. So I don't know what else to do to this thing. That's the comments. That's that. It still looks hella pixelated. What am I gonna do? This is terrible. I'm gonna try the YouTube live stream. Yes. Woosah. Relax. I'm gonna try the YouTube live stream and see if that's any better, because I don't know what else to do. It clears and then it goes to crap again in 2 seconds. I tried finding the settings, but there's no settings for the camera. Like, I went into the camera app and I opened up the camera app itself. I know. Thanks, Dana. Zoom out. I don't even know how to do that. I don't even think this phone supports zooming. Let's see. That's volume. Do you want to cancel? No. I do not want to cancel. Volume up. No, I don't want to cancel. Not yet. I'm about to, though, because you guys are driving me crazy. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to go and I'm going to try the live stream on YouTube, because I can't do this with this phone. I'm going to flip out. So I'll be back. Yes, I'm canceling.